This set of instruments is hard to negotiate around. Wait. I gotta have the right notes in my brain. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, the redwood forest to the Gulf Shores. This land was made for you and me. As I was longing, I saw a sign there, and on the sign, no children's passing, but on the other side, it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me. And this west of the city, in the shadow of a steeple, by the relief office, I'd see my people. As the blessings, yes, this land made for you and me. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. We did it! Please be seated.
On this beautiful morning, and happy Mother's Day. I know we are all mothering somebody at some time, so Mother's Day is for all of us. Welcome to Namakwa Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We are glad you are here. My name is Marion, your worship associate for today. This is a Come As You Are congregation, and you are welcome here just as you are. I want to extend a special welcome to visitors. We would love to stay connected, so please sign up for communications in the back by the door you came in. Here at Namakwa, we foster a beloved community that celebrates diversity, strives for peace and justice, acts mindfully for the good of the planet, and inspires free and loving search for truth and meaning. We honor the ground we walk upon, and we acknowledge this land as the traditional and ancestral homeland of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples. We recognize and honor the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land, and we vow to reconcile the deep wounds that still shape our world today. And now if you look at your order of service on the back, there are some announcements, which I am not going to insult your intelligence by reading to you, but I do want to point out one thing. Next Sunday after service will be an important congregational meeting, so we hope you can attend that. And now I hope you are turning off your cell phones and opening words.
Norbert Chopik was a Christian minister at the turn of the 20th century. Could you just turn me down a little bit? Thank you. Who founded nearly a dozen churches across Central Europe. As fascism rose, he was pushed out and ended up in New York City, where he kept ministering until something shifted. He wrote in his diary, "I cannot be a Baptist anymore, even in compromise. The fire of new desires, new worlds is burning inside me." He and his wife, Maya, joined a Unitarian church in New Jersey and then returned home to Czechoslovakia after World War I. Over the next 20 years, he built a progressive Unitarian church in Prague called the Liberal Religious Fellowship, and it grew to over 30,000 members. His congregation believed different things, and so traditional communion of bread and wine wouldn't work, so he turned to flowers. In 1923, he asked people to bring a flower from their garden, a field, or the roadside. Each person placed it in a vase, and at the end of the service, everyone took home a different flower than the one that they brought. There were many beliefs and one community. The Gestapo arrested Chopik in 1942 and sent him to Dachau. Even there, in starvation and torture, he gathered what flowers they could find in the weeds of the camp and held a flower ceremony. The Nazis killed Norbert Chopik, and his wife Maya carried the ceremony to Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1940, and from there it spread to us this morning. The idea of flower power spread around the world during the 1960s and 70s, giving rise to so many important cultural moments, such as the 1967 March on the Pentagon, where protesters famously put carnations inside the barrels of American soldiers' rifles. At the same time, an American Catholic nun named Coretta Kent was creating thousands of pieces of radical art centered on those powerful flowers. Her art is the backbone of the slideshow we'll see today. Welcome to our flower communion. We begin with the words that bind us and bring us closer to each other and the work we want to do in the world. And so I invite you to say our congregational affirmation together. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is called. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, seeking the truth and love, and to help one another. I invite you to turn to the people next to you, give them a greeting, let them know how beautiful they look today.
Okay.
And let's land here with a big breath in and let it go.
Flowers. Who doesn't love their beauty and fragrance? My first recollection of flowers was when I was about maybe 6 or 7, In my playground in Honolulu, on the school playground, we had these purple flowers that were maybe about an inch in diameter, just big enough for a bee to go inside. And I would go and I would close the petals around the bee, pick the flower off the stem, and throw it at the boys. The flowers didn't go very far, and of course the bee flew out in midstream. And I don't know why I did that, whether it was to prove how brave I was, or to tease the boys, or what, but I know I was not appreciating the flowers. On hikes, I would pick red shampoo ginger, squeezing the oval bud, and you can see it in the slide, the bud on the left. You could squeeze it and out would come this floral soapy liquid. It was perfect for washing my hair under a waterfall on a hike or taking home to use later. I was using flowers. I was appreciating what they could do for me. And I wondered, do plants feel pain? In high school, I picked flowers on Thursday afternoons to make a lei to wear to school for Aloha Friday. Plumeria from my yard, or white or yellow ginger from the mountains. The leis looked and smelled beautiful, and I hoped they made me look a little bit more attractive than my normal Monday through Thursday self. And I wondered if the flowers around my neck felt anything when they were picked. Years later, visiting my youngest son in Arcata, California, we hiked to a beach where an endless stretch of lupins lined the shore for as far as I could see. The sight filled me with awe. Ralph Waldo Emerson kind of describes this experience in his quote, "Beauty through my senses stole, and I yielded myself to the perfect whole." That's been one of my favorite quotations for a long time. Today, scientists are exploring the possibility that plants are sentient. As Michael Pollan writes in A World Appears, quote, "Plants are responsive beings possessing agency, preferences, goals, and even a point of view. They can, unquote, they can communicate, anticipate, and adapt. They can distinguish kin from competitors, and there's evidence that they can recognize themselves information from more than 20 senses, 5 of those analogous to our 5. Maybe my childhood questions about plants' feelings weren't so far off. Flowers also reveal mathematical patterns. Petal counts and seed arrangements are not random. Petals often follow the Fibonacci sequence, where each number is a sum of the 2 numbers previous. For example, the calla lily has 1 petal. Lilies and trilliums have 3. Buttercup, hibiscus, rose, wild rose, and geranium have 5. Delphinium and cosmos have 8, and so forth, up to 34, 55, 89 for field daisies and pyrethrum. Spirals are another pattern found in plants, but these spirals are not like your garden hose coiled at the bottom of your spigot. These follow a logarithmic form found in nature, throughout nature, in shells, horns, talons, tornadoes, and galaxies, and more. Pine cones, pineapples, and many plants display these designs. In sunflowers, seeds spiral in 2 opposing directions at the same time. For some people, such patterns reflect evolution. For others, they suggest something more: mystery, connection, even the sacred. My relationship with plants has changed from mischievously throwing bee-filled flowers at boys. I try to understand what they need and provide an environment in which they can thrive. When I pick flowers or harvest fruits or vegetables from my garden, I do so with a sense of reciprocity, recognizing and being grateful for the exchange between what I give and what I receive. Is this a kind of spiritual awakening? As we light our chalice today, may we open ourselves to that awakening, to the beauty around us, to the mystery that sustains us, and to the responsibility we share to live gently with respect and gratitude as part of this interdependent web of life.
Would you rise in the body or spirit and sing with me? We give thanks. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. We give thanks for the young and old, for the time of wonder and the joy and fun, for all we give as we grow live. Oh, we give thanks for the old and young. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for all gathered here and those far away, for such we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day.
If there are any young people that could see better, there are 3 really cushy chairs right here. This is a lovely book called The Bear Out There. And on the front, there is a small girl hysterically screaming. Knock, knock. And there is a house. Someone is screaming. Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Did you come in here to hide from something scary? I thought so. You look very smart and reasonable, much like myself. I'm also hiding here. However, I know what the scary thing out there is. And there's a little girl on a chair telling us about it. If you want to know too, I can tell you, but be prepared. You may be chilled to the bone. Are you ready? Come closer. Promise not to scream. And there's a little girl with a flashlight under her chin saying, I know for a fact there is a bear out there. I said don't scream! Get a hold of yourself. It's watching us from the woods right now. What do you mean, have you ever seen the bear? I don't have to see it to know that it's out there. And there's a little girl with her hands on her hips looking very adamant. There are 3 bear signs to watch for. Pay attention. This is very important information. Number 1, the hair on your arms will stand straight up. Number 2, you will feel a great big pair of eyes watching you from the back of your head. And number 3, you get super itchy. Do you feel any of those signs? Because I do. I especially feel number 2 when I get near the window. You don't seem to know very much about bears. Here, I'll draw one for you so you know exactly what we're dealing with. Scribble, 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 and there she is drawing something. There it is. It's super accurate. And there is a drawing of a bear. I'm a really good artist. Anyway, may I interest you in a game of cards while we wait for someone to rescue us? Snap, what was that? Quick, you're much braver than I am. Look out the window and tell me what you see. But do not let the bear see you. It's a skunk. Phew, what a relief. Little skunk isn't scary at all. You should have seen your face. You were worried. And on this page, there is a skunk, but on this page, it looks like there is a bear with a shopping bag. I'm so glad there is no bear out there after all. That would have been really bad. Crunch. Good thing you had me here to calm you down. Crunch. I've been told that I am very cool-headed. Crunch. Not like you. You were a mess. Rattle, 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 rattle on the door. There's a little girl standing in front of the door. Oh, someone at the door. No, don't get up. I'll answer it. You're the guest. Creak. And there's the door opening up. Huh, that's weird. There's no one at all. And there's the little girl looking out into the dark night. Doesn't look like there's anyone there, but on the next page she says, "What's that weird look you're giving me?" And right behind her in the door we see two yellow eyes popping up. "Save yourself! I'm out of here!" And there she goes crashing through the window, trying to get outside. And there is the face of a bear looking through the window. And the bear says, "This is literally my house." And there's the bear cleaning up the glass. "Not to worry, I understand the woods can be quite frightening for non-bear folk." And there's the bear making tea, says, "Cup of tea? It's honey lemon." And there's the bear with a book that says, "Goldilocks, friend or fiend?" Believe it or not, break-ins happen all the time. A bear can scarcely go out to find honey without coming back with all manner of tomfoolery going on in their home. Of course, guests are always welcome in my home, provided they ask first. I'd be pleased to offer you a warm bed to stay the night if you should need it. There's the bear sipping some tea in a big armchair, looking pretty friendly. Wait, who drew this? And there's the picture of the bear and says, "Is this supposed to be me?" And that's the end. Oh, and I just to make a little tunnel.
We send our children off with love, short and tall. We love them all. We send our children off with love. We hope they know how cherished they are. We hope they know how cherished they are.
Each week, you support the work of this congregation and all the ways we live our values in the world through your own generosity. In addition to supporting this church, part of your donations support a local nonprofit organization, helping us to make a difference beyond our walls. During the 2 months of May and June, we are giving to the Homeward Alliance, which has programs and initiatives to help our local unhoused population. So please give generously.
I'm going to invite us into a moment of meditation. So just invite you to be comfortable in your seat, however that feels good for you. If it feels right to close your eyes, I invite you to do that. Or maybe just to look down, find something in the room to stare at. And when you're ready, let's start by taking a big breath in, breathing deep into your belly, hold on to it, and let it go. Let's take an even deeper breath, breathing deeper into your belly all the way down to your knees, hold on to it, and let it go. And one more all the way down to your toes this time because it feels so good to be alive. Take that big breath in, hold on to it, and let it go. I invite you in your mind's eye to imagine a bright blue sky stretching out as far as you can see above you, and a warm sun letting its rays run down on your skin, feeling warm in the sun and alive under the sky. And when you look around you, I invite you to find yourself surrounded by the most beautiful wildflowers you've ever seen. Take a look at them and see what colors are surrounding you. Take a breath in to smell those beautiful flowers, feeling the sun on your skin, seeing the sky stretching above you. And for the next couple minutes, I just invite you to be here at peace with the wildflowers. And now as you're with the flowers, for care today. And in your mind's eye, I invite you to reach down and pick a flower for them. I invite you to imagine giving it to them, just letting them know that you're thinking about them, that you're sending them some love and light today. And let's take one more big breath in here and let it go. As you watch the flowers fade away and the sun peeks behind a cloud and the sky fades away, bringing you right back here where you belong. And when you're ready, I invite you to let your eyes flutter open. There's a moment we save in our service each week for our joys and our sorrows, the moments that we want to celebrate and the moments we need to hold each other. And so this is an opportunity for that. If you have a joy or a sorrow to share, I invite you to raise your hand. I'm happy to bring the mic to you. Oh, Jessie's got it. Thank you.
I have both a joy and a sorrow. My joy is that our granddaughter, Madison, is going to be graduating from Colorado School of Mines on Friday. And my sorrow is that yesterday a dear friend of ours, Steve McMillan, passed away.
And so for holding the joy of a graduation and new beginnings, and holding the sorrow at the end of a life and gratitude for a life so well lived. Let's give a heartbeat.
Hi, my name is Kathy, and last night I had the pleasure of going with Randy and Anita and Kathy Spoon to the Homeward Alliance fundraising event, which is beyond fundraising. I mean, it is so beautiful to hear the stories and the work that they do. And there was a video of a young couple who weren't a couple when they were going through all the difficulties of homelessness. He fell off the drug wagon 3 separate times, and every time Homeward Alliance had people available to help him get back up. Now he's married to another young woman who he met through Homeward Alliance. They have a little baby, and he's a counselor at Summit Stone, the behavioral health center. I mean, these stories abound. We don't hear them all the time. We hear some of the really ugly things, but it's so possible. It's so possible to help people pick up and change their lives and move on, move forward.
So for stories celebrating the good work that we can do in the world, let's give a heartbeat.
I'm Steve, and Karen and I were also at that event and equally impressed. And little postscript on Kathy's story, that guy who fell off the wagon 3 times over the years has now been sober 4 years. And that's how they're flourishing with their family. So that really did move me as well. I apologize now for if it sounds like an announcement or a pitch, but it is a personal concern that many of you also shared about the chaos and pain in our caused by a lot of things that our current administration is doing, and the needs and the crises that are out in the world today. But I do have a joy that matches that, which is several years ago I learned about an organization that's doing a lot to meet those needs, and in connection with our UU values, and that's the UU Service Committee. And they're just doing some amazing work out there, and they put out an annual report recently that kind of made me appreciate even more and brought more joy to the things they're doing. Their work and their successes and out in the world and also in this country. So some of the samples that they put in here in this country are the Resistance Network, the Community Protection Against ICE, Hurricane Helene recovery efforts, and out in the greater world, working in Haiti, Ukraine, the Burma earthquake, climate justice and accountability, and LGBTQI plus protection. And they work with 120 different partners to do that. So in case there's others who want to learn more about this and possibly do more, I'm going to go ahead and post this in the hall.
Hi. I can't really fit the sorrow that I have over what's happening with wildlife and public lands into one joy and sorrow. That's very big right now. But on a joy level, if you don't celebrate friendiversaries, I really recommend you do. I had a 5-year and a 15-year friendiversary this week, and they were both lovely. And there's a funny story where my mom and my brother, my oldest brother and my mom and I, between us, we have 6 different undergraduate and graduate degrees. We didn't study any of the same things. But we all ended up teaching writing and rhetoric at Colorado universities. And my brother and I are both getting promoted to teaching professor the same year. So.
Hi, I'm Janet, and you reminded me last week, my daughter and I went down to my marbles are all running out of my ears. But anyway, the Wild Animal Sanctuary in Keensburg. She and I are both members of the society. I forget the name of the society they are. Circle of Life Society. And if you don't know about them, they are the largest wildlife rescue area in the world. And they've rescued when the Puerto Rican zoo had to close down. They went over there and rescued hundreds of animals from there. There's bears and all these wonderful wild animals. So you get over there and see them. It's also the only one. It's not like a zoo. It's hundreds of acres of land where these wonderful animals can just roam just like out in free. They can just roam free. And you get to see them from a walkway up above them, so you don't bother them at all. They don't get nervous, and they don't get upset like they will in a zoo if you get too close to them. So it's just the most fantastic experience to go down there and see them anyway. And it's a really, really, it's just the most worthy cause that I can think of, that we could take care of our planet, take care of the planet's inhabitants, the animals. They're so beautiful, and it's peaceful. It's just wonderful. So it's in Keensburg, which is not that far away, and we can just go over there anytime. And if you become a member, once a year they have a luncheon. They give a luncheon, and it's ostensibly, you can give, but they don't talk about giving. They just talk about what they've done, and you get a newsletter every month, and it talks about the rescues that they've done, and it's wonderful. So that's all I can say. That's a joy, joy, joy.
There's no one else.
I have a joy. My name is Kathy, and Friday night, Jeff Bear organized here open mic night, and there were 34 by our count people here, only 8 of whom were from Namaqua. So we had a lot of performers and people from the community here. It was an awesome experience. So please come when you can.
I'm Julie. I have 2 little children that you might have seen up here. Unfortunately, I have a sorrow about their school. They go to Tresca Elementary, just right down the road here. It's a bilingual school in Loveland. And they usually are a Title I school, but next year we will no longer get the funding because families were too scared to fill out the forms because of ICE. So we have $170,000 cut from the budget.
My name is Linda, and I think we need to talk about the joy of motherhood today and grandmotherhood. So I brought with me a sound clip. You can look at it later. This is my 8-month-old grandson being the most joyful baby.
So for the joy of laughter, with deep gratitude for the mothers and the grandmothers and the adopted mothers and adopted grandmothers, let's give a heart. Let's let that all land with one really big breath in, and we'll let it go as we step into Zoom.
Okay, sorry. So we have 4 on Zoom. Fred Schreckinger says they're celebrating a 46th wedding anniversary, so that's pretty big. Marcia Lewis says John and I are safely back to Pueblo from Arizona. We look forward to joining you for the 25th anniversary in June.
Yeah.
Miss Tam says her joy is Wednesday starts her final 5-day chemo treatment, and I'm so happy that time has flown because of the love and support from this congregation. Sending you all the love, Tam. And then Nancy Amsler says, one of my grandsons just graduated from the University of Nebraska at Omaha with high honors. So proud of him. He wants to be a software engineer.
Let's just give some heartbeats for everybody on Zoom. Thank you for sharing. And now let's take one last breath together. Take that in and let it go.
Sing with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
A few years ago, I was teaching a class of first graders. We spent the afternoon putting together paper costumes for a circus. The kids were giggling as they made outfits for lions that could jump through hula hoops and acrobats that did daring tricks on a tightrope that was slack on the ground. They'd been practicing tricks as weird and wonderful as only first graders can imagine, each one different and beautiful. The room was buzzy and loud until I heard a high-pitched scream from one little boy on the opposite side of the room. I ran over to him to see what was the matter, and he was hunched over in his tiny chair. I got down on my knees and asked him what happened, and he looked up at me with tears streaming down his face and said, "I got a paper cut." I swallowed a laugh and I walked over to the first aid kit. There was one bright green Band-Aid left in a box that used to have 200. For first graders, Band-Aids can fix any number of issues. So I plucked the Band-Aid off the shelf, I opened it up, and I wrapped his finger. The circus prep continued. I watched the little boy's identical twin walk over to check on his brother. Seeing the bright green Band-Aid, he immediately shrieked and clenched both hands to his belly. I walked over to see if he was all right, and that's when he looked up at me with water in his eyes, just like his brother, and said, "I got 2 paper cuts." I was not as successful in stifling my laughter this time. But I recovered, and I led the little boy over to the first aid kit so he could see we were out of bandages. I promised to get him one as soon as class was over, but the tears just kept getting bigger. The pain from these improbably placed paper cuts was just too much. And that's when he spied the foot bandages, massive L-shaped bandages that were literally larger than his hands were tucked in the corner of the kit. "I need them," he cried. I looked around the room. A few kids were kind of watching to see what was going on. They were trying to score my medical capabilities, and the rest were just taping and cutting away. I need them, he said again with a whimper. So I unwrapped the foot bandages and spun them around his little middle fingers so much that it doubled their size. With his fingers thoroughly wrapped, the tears evaporated, and he walked back over with the other lion costume makers. I turned around to see a little girl right behind me, looking terrified. Her eyes were also welling up with tears. She showed me the same fingers and said, "Do I need Band-Aids too?" And I remember saying to her, sometimes being different can help people feel special. And she looked up at me and said, "Well, that sounds scary." And she was right. Sometimes the scariest things are just the ones furthest from our own experiences. We saw it this morning in the bear out there as this terrified little girl did everything she could to protect herself from the big, scary bear who actually lived in the house that she co-opted. Fear is rarely rational, but it is a powerful motivator. Every time I watch a press conference with leaders of our current administration, I'm struck by the singular and nearly total power they attempt to derive from just making us feel terrified. We've been browbeaten by racist and Islamophobic rhetoric, told to ignore the doublespeak and manic destruction coming about Israel, and outright lied to about the destruction of our own military across the Mideast. The goal of quashing good reporting and human-centered narratives is an attempt to recreate reality to the point that I have trouble realizing what real is. By demanding fealty to a singular ideological viewpoint, devoid of its connection to accuracy, reality television stars are remaking the world in their own image. Their fear of diversity is a hallmark of fascism. And given this administration's penchant for saying the quiet part out loud, we're hearing them decry diversity, equity, and inclusion metrics in so many outlandish ways. But the one that's sticking with me happened in February of this year, when the Secretary of Defense threw a fit in front of military leaders as he shouted the phrase, "Diversity is our strength," is the, quote, single dumbest phrase in military history. The single dumbest? I mean, it's a high bar. Dumber than racist slang our military used against Korean, Japanese, and Muslim people, dumber than enhanced interrogation techniques of our post-9/11 era, dumber than calling the complete destruction of towns and villages pacification, or just threatening to wipe them off the face of the earth, dumber than refusing promotions for women and people of color in the military because they're DEI hires. Military language in the US is used to make disgusting realities of war appear more palatable. And in doing so, it covers up the reality of violence and murder and destruction, and it works. But reality TV and doublespeak only win when there's not a strong and radical counterculture that champions diversity of thought and expression. The fear of diversity is a hallmark of fascism, and the necessity of diversity is central to our faith. That's why we're celebrating Flower Communion today. It's a ritual that was created to replace the ideological test of bread and wine, to instead celebrate a shared covenant with a rich and beautiful beloved community. We aren't afraid of diversity because at our core, we have shared values, not answers about God or the universe, but about each other. At the heart of liberal religion is the understanding that diversity is our strength. And right now, that can sound scary. I get scared too, but we don't have to do it alone. Standing shoulder to shoulder, not afraid of God, but terrified by fascism. At the rise of Christian nationalism and white supremacy ideology spread from the far right, we will stand against it. We will be the resistance through beauty and presence and an unending commitment to each other. To live the values of one of the smartest phrases ever, diversity is our strength. To remind ourselves of the power of flowers, the botanist Dave Georgia Haskell writes, "We often think of power and revolution as about control, authoritarianism, and violence. Might makes right. But that's not the only way in which revolution and power and transformation take place. flowers give us a different narrative. They change the world in revolutionary ways through cooperation, through collaboration, often mediated by beauty and sensory experiences. We are bigger than fear. We're stronger than fascism. We're more colorful and thoughtful and joyful and beautiful than we could have ever imagined. And that's something special. Ram Dass writes, "When we see the beloved in each person, it's like walking through a garden, watching flowers bloom around all of us." For us, the beloved looks different in each of our eyes and each of our lived experiences. And so today, for Flower Communion, I invite you to come up to these vases and to pick a flower, not for yourself, but for the beloved and beautifully different person right behind you. Take a moment to look into their eyes, to see their beauty, and to offer a flower that just fits. Once you've given a flower to the next person, I invite you to find your way back to your seat where you use. We're not good at communion. You can make 2 lines, so we keep it moving. Come and see the goodness of the earth. You want to go first? I'm going to give this one to you, okay? And then you can give one to the next person. This one's for you. And then you'll give one here. Great.
One, two.
Oh, what a day.
Oh, what a day.
Glorious. Gather round.
There's nothing. Talking into a microphone. Talking into a microphone. There we go. Start over. 1, 2.
Oh, what a day. Glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend. Oh, what a day.
Oh, what a day.
Glorious. The smell of rain.
Smell of rain.
As it hits to ride upon the wind. I got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got the feeling in my heart that's singing, oh, your life is sweet. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day.
Oh, what a day.
Glorious. All the clouds have gathered round the tops of trees. Oh, what a day.
Oh, what a day.
Glorious. Pitter-patter, falling rain, I can't believe. Oh, that's green lifts up its leaves, singing, water, come on in. We've been waiting all these days, praying you would come to quench every yearning in our bones. What a life with you begins, oh, what a day. Oh, here's believing. Oh, has the wings of faith. clear river of receiving. All is well. This is a friendly mystery. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Glorious. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend. Oh, what a day. What a day. Glorious. The smell of rain. Smell of rain. As it hits you right upon the wind. I got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got a feeling in my heart that's singing, oh, life is sweet as what a day. Oh, what a day. Back beginning. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a glorious. Day. Gather round. There's nothing better than a friend. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Glorious. The smell of rain. Smell of rain. Is hitched right upon the wind. I got good friends to the left of me and good friends to my right. Got the open sky above me and the earth beneath my feet. Got a feeling in my heart singing, oh, this life is sweet, oh, what a day. Tag. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day.
All right, let's let that land, and let's give our flowers just a little wave to everybody on Zoom, sending some flower love back to them. In Canyon City, Colorado, there's a prison called Territorial Correctional Facility. It was the first prison built in the West by the federal government because the West was too wild. The first people who were incarcerated there carved their own prison from the canyon walls. The hand-hewn rocks still support the main building in the complex. And some of those rocks were used 70 years ago to build a rose garden. A lush escape, tiered with carefully pruned roses, bloomed for almost 30 years. It grew not because the administration thought beauty was important, but because they had one resident they just didn't know what to do with. The way the story goes, the man was locked up and just didn't fit in. He struggled to keep a prison job. He couldn't make friends. He kept getting into trouble until one day the warden's wife said, "Why don't you let him garden? Give him his own space to do whatever he wants. Give him the chance to toil and tend and care for plants that solely relied on him." The warden let it happen. Grow. Permission or not, beauty in confinement brings hope. It's an act of resistance. Some of the guys still incarcerated there tell stories about that gardener who needed some extra care and gave so much love to those roses for years. He built little beds from the canyon rocks and created an escape for himself and everyone who walked by. At some point, a new warden came and closed the garden. Everyone should be treated the same, and that meant everyone got a garden or no one got one. But some of the beds are still there, peeking out from the grass and weeds. But a story of hope lives on every time the guys there share it with each other. We are living into our own story of hope today. May your flowers reflect the beautiful differences in our lives, They are the flowers of the resistance. We are the flowers of the resistance.
Your spirit and sing with us, O Bella Ciao.
Woke up one morning and there were soldiers. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. Woke up one morning and there were soldiers. The invasion had begun. Let me your shoulder, we'll stand together. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Let me your shoulder, we'll stand together. But I feel my time has come. And if I die here for the resistance, oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. And if I die here for the resistance, you must lay me in my grave among the flowers, up on the mountain. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Among the flowers, up on the mountain, let me rest among the brave. And someday the people will pick the flowers. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Someday the people will pick the flowers, and they will remember my name. This is the flower of the resistance. Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. This is the flower of the resistance, and those who died for liberty.
Go your way in peace. Oh, sorry. This is what happens when I don't look at my order of service.
All right. So, if I were Christian, right now I'd say when God closes a door, he opens the window. And Namakwa has just had one big, beautiful window opened. So about 6 weeks ago, after Dana announced her resignation, the executive team, which made up of Doug and Kathy Hartman and myself, we initiated a conversation with Clare about how or if he might be able to help us as we faced being a lay-led congregation. At that time, we learned that he had a number of commitments, but that he was willing to continue a conversation with us. So again, if I were Christian, now I would say God works in mysterious ways. And that leads me to this announcement. As president of the board, and on behalf of the board's unanimous vote, I'm thrilled to announce that the Reverend Dr. Clare Hammoor has agreed to be Namakwa's halftime minister starting June 1st. So I guess I don't have to ask for an amen. All right. Want to say one thing to Clare. Clare, your commitment marks a new chapter for us, and we cannot wait to work with you. Your unique gifts and talents have already shown us that you will be a great asset to our community, and your passion and dedication to ministry will inspire each of us. Welcome. We're so excited about starting this journey with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi. Oh.
Cried over anything in a long time.
Oh.
Guess what happened back here? I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure.
Oh,
me too, me too.
my prayers have been answered. To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern. Whoever's listening.
Whoever's listening.
Yeah. Great to see you.
Oh, great to see you. Oh, I'm so glad I came today.
Me too. Me too. Hey, Pat.
I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh my God.
It's going to be great.
You gotta come over.
Yeah, I will. That sounds good. Okay. Yeah,